You have been lied to about walking, and that lie has kept you fat longer than you realize. Every fitness influencer screams about high-intensity intervals, while gym bros laugh at people who just walk daily. But quietly behind the scenes, the leanest athletes alive are logging thousands of steps every single day consistently. Not running, not sprinting, not doing burpees, just walking with purpose and strategy built into every single step. There is something these athletes know that the fitness industry does not want trending on your social media feed. It does not sell supplements or complicated programs, so they keep this powerful fat-burning secret mostly hidden away. Walking done strategically is one of the most powerful fat-burning tools your body has ever had access to. Most people are completely wasting their walks by doing them wrong without any real strategy or intention behind them. Today, everything changes, and you will learn 9 strategies that transform your daily steps into serious fat loss weapons. These are not generic tips you have already heard repeated on every fitness podcast or YouTube channel out there. These are exact methods used by physique athletes, coaches, and serious lifters who stay lean throughout the entire year. If you apply even half of what you are about to learn, your waistline will never be the same. Your energy levels, your metabolism, and your overall body composition will shift in ways you have not experienced before. Most walkers leave enormous fat-burning potential behind with every single step they take throughout their entire day, daily. They walk empty with no added challenge, no progressive overload, and no real purpose driving their movement forward consistently. Just shoes hitting pavement at the same comfortable effort day after day, while wondering why nothing is ever changing. Here is what the smart ones do instead, and it is simpler than most people would ever expect, honestly. They walk with resistance, specifically using a weighted vest or a loaded backpack worn during their daily walking sessions. Not something so heavy it changes your posture or makes you waddle around looking uncomfortable and completely out of breath. Just enough added weight to force your body to work harder with every single stride you take moving forward. Studies confirm that carrying just 10 to 15% of your body weight while walking raises calorie burn significantly every session. That raises your burn by 10 to 20%, which sounds small until you stack it across an entire month. Suddenly you are burning thousands of extra calories you would have completely missed without this one simple strategic upgrade daily. The bonus nobody talks about is how your stabilizer muscles get recruited far more aggressively during every weighted walking session. Your core, hips, glutes, and legs are all working harder simultaneously just because you added a little weight to yourself. You are not just walking anymore, but building strength, improving balance, and conditioning your posterior chain with every single step. Over time, a stronger posterior chain means a more metabolically active body that burns more calories even completely at rest. Just like lifting weights, you can progressively overload your walks by slowly adding more weight as your body adapts continuously. This single upgrade alone separates casual walkers from people who actually get visible results they can see and feel daily. Now let us talk about something deceptively simple but wildly underused by almost every person trying to lose body fat. Most people have absolutely no walking target, and they move only when they feel like it throughout the day. A stroll after dinner here and taking the stairs once there is not a fat loss strategy at all. That is just random movement, with no real purpose behind it, and random movement always produces completely random results, unfortunately. If you want consistent fat loss, you need a consistent and measurable daily target your body must hit without exception. 10,000 steps is your baseline minimum, and for most people that is roughly an hour and a half of movement. Spread across the entire day, it keeps your energy expenditure elevated, and your fat-burning systems fully engaged and active. But if you want to truly accelerate belly fat loss, you should push toward 12 or even 15,000 steps daily. The best part is, you do not need one long, exhausting walk to hit those numbers at all during the day. Break them up into a morning walk, a midday walk, and a relaxed evening walk before you go to sleep. Every trip to the grocery store counts, and every walk to your car adds numbers to your daily total consistently. Every time you pace during a phone call, that movement counts too, and builds toward your daily step target naturally. The goal is daily consistency, and every single day you hit that target, you are building serious metabolic momentum forward. That momentum compounds over time into serious, visible fat loss results that you can actually see and feel on yourself. Here is the uncomfortable truth that most people never face honestly when they start thinking about their daily movement habits. You think you are already hitting those numbers, and almost everyone assumes they walk 8,000 or 9,000 steps daily. But when they finally look at the actual data, the real number is usually closer to 3,000 steps only. That is barely over a mile and nowhere near enough to offset even 1 hour of sitting at a desk. You cannot fix a problem you do not even know you have, and most people truly have no idea here. This is why tracking is completely non-negotiable if you are serious about using walking as a real fat loss tool. It does not matter if you use an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, a Ring, or just your phone in your pocket. What matters is that a real number is staring back at you every single day, with zero room for guessing. Once you start tracking, your awareness of your own daily movement completely transforms almost overnight without any extra effort at all. You will notice exactly which hours of the day you are most sedentary and sitting still without moving at all. You will spot the specific habits that are holding your step count down far below where it needs to be. And you will naturally start finding small opportunities throughout your day to add more movement without it feeling forced at all. Parking further from the entrance, taking calls while walking laps, and adding evening strolls all add up significantly over time. These micro moments feel tiny individually, but stacked together across a full day, they add hundreds of extra steps easily. There is also a psychological side effect that almost nobody talks about when it comes to tracking your daily step count. Watching that number rise throughout the day triggers a small but real dopamine response that keeps you motivated and engaged. It becomes a game, a genuinely motivating and fat-burning game that you actually want to keep winning every single day. Here is one of the most powerful walking strategies that almost nobody uses, even though the opportunity presents itself constantly. Right after your resistance training session is one of the best possible times to take a strategic fat-burning walk. You just finished lifting, and your muscles are pumped, and everything inside you wants to sit down and eat immediately. But the smartest thing you can do for fat loss right now happens in the next 20 minutes after training ends. After resistance training, your glycogen stores are significantly depleted, and your body has just burned through its preferred fuel source completely. Now it is primed and ready to tap into stored body fat for energy instead of circulating glucose in your blood. A low-intensity walk at this exact moment keeps your heart rate in the fat oxidation zone perfectly and efficiently. Unlike running or high-intensity cardio after lifting, walking will not destroy your ability to train hard again tomorrow morning. It will not spike cortisol, will not increase soreness, and will not interfere with the muscle recovery process at all. In fact, it does the complete opposite by increasing circulation and speeding up nutrient delivery to your muscles after training. Think of it as extending your metabolic window while simultaneously recovering smarter than everyone else who just sits down immediately. Just 20 minutes of walking after your workout can make a measurable difference in how aggressively your body burns fat. Now, if you want to dramatically increase calorie burn without adding any extra time to your walks, here is the answer. Stop walking on flat ground only and start incorporating uphill walking into your regular weekly walking routine immediately going forward. Whether that is on a treadmill with the incline cranked up or on actual hills outside, the effect is powerful. Incline walking transforms your ordinary walk into a serious fat-burning and muscle-building session without any added joint stress. When you walk uphill, your glutes, hamstrings, and calves are working significantly harder than they ever do on flat terrain. Research shows that even a 5% incline increases calorie burn by over 50% compared to flat surface walking. Go up to a 10% incline, and you more than double your total calorie expenditure during that same walking session. But the real magic goes beyond just the calories burned during your incline walking sessions throughout your weekly training schedule. Incline walking directly shapes and tones your lower body, while also improving your posture and overall movement quality significantly over time. It engages the same muscle fibers activated during running, but without the repetitive pounding impact on your joints and knees. It is one of the only training tools that simultaneously burns fat, builds endurance, and protects your joints all at once. If you have been walking flat for months and wondering why your legs are not changing, incline will show you results. Adding incline to your walks, even just 3 times per week, will produce results you have not experienced from walking before. Let us talk about something you are probably already doing every single day, but not using to your full advantage yet. You eat multiple meals per day, and that is already happening without any extra effort or planning required from you. But what you do in the 10 to 15 minutes immediately after those meals could be significantly impacting your fat loss. Walking after meals is one of the most research-backed habits for improving blood sugar control and supporting consistent fat loss. Every time you eat a meal, your blood sugar rises, and the faster that spike, the more insulin your body releases. Chronically elevated insulin is one of the primary reasons belly fat accumulates around your midsection and absolutely refuses to budge easily. A short relaxed walk immediately after eating blunts that blood sugar spikes significantly without requiring any intense effort from you at all. Your muscles absorb glucose directly during movement, which reduces how much insulin your body needs to release after every single meal. Beyond blood sugar, walking after meals also stimulates the natural contractions that move food efficiently through your digestive system every day. This reduces bloating, improves digestion, and keeps your gut functioning the way it is supposed to function for you daily. You do not need to power walk or push yourself hard, because a comfortable 15-minute walk is completely enough here. Do this after 2 or 3 meals per day, and your body's fat-burning environment improves dramatically across the entire day. Here is something the fitness industry almost never talks about honestly, even though it affects millions of people trying to lose fat. More intense cardio is not always better, and for many people already training hard, it is actively making fat loss harder. Intense exercise, especially when overdone, significantly elevates cortisol, which is your body's primary stress hormone that works against fat loss. Chronically high cortisol signals your body to hold on to fat, particularly the visceral fat stored directly around your midsection area. It also breaks down muscle tissue, disrupts your sleep quality, and crushes your motivation to keep training consistently over time. Walking does the exact opposite of all those negative things that excessive high-intensity cardio does to your body over time. It lowers cortisol levels, promotes better quality sleep, and improves your recovery between the hard training sessions you are doing. It keeps your hormonal environment consistently favorable for fat burning day after day, without creating stress your body has to recover from. This is exactly why even elite physique athletes, at their absolute leanest, rely on walking as their primary form of cardio. Not because they cannot do more intense cardio, but because they understand that fat loss is a hormonal game above all else. Walking wins both the calorie side and the hormonal side of that equation simultaneously, without burning you out at all. You can walk every single day without overtraining, without recovery concerns, and without ever dreading your next movement session again. That kind of sustainability is what actually produces the lean body you are working toward, rather than the burnout cycle most repeat. Now here is a simple tweak that makes every single walk you ever take more effective starting from your very next session. Stop walking at the same comfortable pace every single time you go out for a walk throughout your day or week. The moment your body fully adapts to a consistent effort level, fat-burning efficiency drops significantly, and results start stalling completely. Your body is incredibly smart, And if you give it the same stimulus repeatedly, it finds ways to do it cheaper. It starts doing the same work using less energy, and that is the absolute last thing you want for fat loss. The solution is pace variation, which is also called intermittent power walking, and it requires no equipment or extra time at all. During your walk, simply alternate between 2 to 3 minutes of brisk aggressive walking and 3 to 4 minutes of normal pace. You are not sprinting, and you are not doing anything extreme, but just introducing small surges of higher effort consistently throughout. This fluctuation keeps your heart rate moving between zones and drives something called metabolic flexibility inside your body over time. Your body becomes better at switching between fuel sources, and when that happens, fat oxidation improves significantly with every session forward. Research confirms that varied pace walking burns more visceral belly fat than steady pace walking done at the same total duration. It also breaks the mental monotony of long walks, making your sessions feel more athletic and purposeful rather than just grinding along. Small change, but a massive difference in results when you apply it consistently across weeks and months of strategic daily walking. Now let us address the one thing that determines whether every single one of these tips actually works or completely fails you. Your diet is the foundation, and no matter how many steps you take, this truth will never change for anyone ever. No matter how steep your incline is or how perfectly you time your walks, a bad diet cancels everything out completely. If you are eating in a calorie surplus, your body has absolutely zero reason to burn stored body fat for energy. Fat loss is fundamentally driven by being in a calorie deficit, meaning you consume fewer calories than your body burns daily. Walking increases your total daily energy expenditure significantly, which makes achieving that deficit far easier without feeling like you are suffering constantly. But walking cannot and will not override a diet that is consistently putting you in a surplus above your maintenance calories. Here is what you need to lock in alongside your walking to make all of this actually work for your body. Protein is the most important nutritional priority, and you should aim for 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight daily. Protein does 3 critical things for fat loss simultaneously that no other macronutrient can replicate for you in the same way. It preserves your lean muscle mass during a deficit, so your metabolism stays elevated and does not crash down on you. It increases your daily calorie burn through the thermic effect of food, meaning your body burns calories just digesting it daily. And it keeps you feeling fuller for longer, making it significantly easier to stay in a deficit without feeling constantly deprived. When you combine a solid protein-focused diet with consistent strategic walking, something genuinely powerful starts happening inside your body daily. Every step you take is now pulling energy directly from stored body fat rather than from the food you just ate. Your walks become true fat-burning sessions instead of just casual movement that produces no meaningful change in your body composition. Your body composition starts shifting in ways the scale alone simply cannot measure or reflect back to you accurately at all. Leaner, tighter, and more defined is what happens when nutrition and strategic walking work together consistently over a long period of time. This is the combination that actually works long-term, without requiring perfection, extreme suffering, or an unsustainable lifestyle to maintain it. Walking is not your backup plan, and it is not what you do when you are too tired for real cardio sessions. It is the foundation and the silent engine running underneath every successful fat loss result you have ever admired in others. The athletes who stay lean year-round are not lean because they train harder than absolutely everyone else around them daily. They are lean because they move more consistently than everyone else, and walking is exactly how they accomplish that every day. When you stack all 9 strategies together, you stop being someone who just goes for casual walks without any real purpose behind them. The weighted vest adds intensity, the step target creates consistency, and tracking keeps you completely honest with yourself every single day forward. Post-workout walks capitalize on your body's fat-burning window and incline sessions turn casual walks into serious body-shaping work. Post-meal walks manage your blood sugar and digestion, while the cortisol-lowering effect protects your hormones and your sleep quality. Pace variations keep your metabolism constantly guessing, and dialed-in nutrition gives your body the actual reason to burn stored fat. You become someone who is strategically burning fat around the clock every single day without burnout, breakdown, or anything extreme required. The fitness industry profits from complexity and from convincing you that you always need more intensity, more programs, and more supplements daily. But the people who stay lean for life almost always come back to the same beautifully simple and sustainable truth about movement. Move more, move consistently, and move smart, because walking done right is all three of those powerful things happening at once. So start tomorrow and pick 2 or 3 of these tips to implement immediately without overthinking or waiting for the perfect moment. Add the weighted vest, set your step target, walk after your next meal, and start tracking your numbers right away today. Then add more strategies as the habit builds, because 10,000 steps a day is not just a fitness goal at all. It is a complete lifestyle shift that will change not just how your body looks, but how it functions and feels daily. The body you want is not built inside the gym alone, but in the 10,000 small moments happening in between sessions. And every single positive change you will ever experience in your body and your health starts with just one more step forward.